tonight on Newsbeat. Peace in the Middle East has finally come as a ceasefire agreement has been made. A healthy trend has sizzled its way onto people's feed and into their guts. And college students have started opening their pockets to a classic game. All this and more, your Thursday Newsbeat starts now.
Welcome to your Thursday Newsbeat. I'm Cooper Dick.
And I'm Charlie Thomas. We open tonight with breaking news as Israel has signed an agreement on phase 1 of a ceasefire deal with Hamas to end the war on Gaza. The people of Gaza waited till 2 a.m. to hear the decision, which led to a celebration on the streets. The war started on October 7, 2023, when Hamas attacked Israel, stemming from decades of unresolved conflict in the region and numerous escalating factors. Over 67,000 Palestinians have been killed in the 2-year war, and the agreement starts a 20-point plan to end it. President Donald Trump signed the executive order today to allow peace back in Gaza.
We secured the release of all of the remaining hostages, and they should be released on Monday or Tuesday. Getting them is a complicated process. I'd rather not tell you what they have to do to get them. There are places you don't want to be. But we are getting the hostages back on Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday, and that'll be a day of joy.
Point 1 of the ceasefire also moves Israeli troops to what President Trump called an agreed-upon line.
Wednesday, the Lafourche Parish District Attorney's report on the investigation of a fatal crash that resulted in LSU wide receiver Kyron Lacey's arrest said the investigation had several inconsistencies. The case file, it is said that they believe Lacey was back in his lane and at a safe distance before the crash, while they believe that the female driver that swerved into the other lane followed too close to the vehicle in front of her. The district attorney's report concluded that the evidence submitted does not support the LSP's report that Lacey caused the crash. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and LSU is working towards prevention.
That's right, Cooper, and with the growing numbers, early detection and screening is becoming more vital. 1 out of 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer per year, with the numbers only increasing. However, through medical advancements, it has become more of a chronic disease rather than fatal. Here at LSU, Chem Lab researchers are learning more and more about the disease in its early stages. College of Science Assistant Professor Fatima Rivas explains how students can get more involved.
I want to, just make sure that we encourage our students to do research because we do have the facilities at LSU to do early stage drug discovery. And that's what we do here in the chemistry department. We're trying to identify new potential biological targets and new therapeutic agents to effectively treat breast cancer.
And to find information on what you could be doing to make a difference, head to nationalbreastcancer.org. I don't know about you, Cooper, but this is really making me want to take care of my health and hit the gym.
Well, Charlie, that might be easier than you think. A new local fitness studio is redefining what it means to break a sweat. Our own Morgan Charles shows us how one studio is helping locals build strength, one stretch at a time.
When you think of Pilates, you might picture stretching and cute workout sets, like newcomer Glenda LeBlanc's. Not exactly a real workout, but beyond what social media suggests, Pilates is much more than meets the eye. Meet Danielle Roach, owner of the Pilates Experience.
Nice, we're here for 5. Get into those hundreds, rapid pulses. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax.
A business located just outside of Baton Rouge in central Louisiana, Roach recalls the moment the idea to open her own studio came to her in April.
Had a thought that I wanted a Pilates studio. I saw like this open studio concept where I could just bring a community together.
After serving in the Army for 18 years, Roach dealt with depression as she transitioned back into the real world. Suffering from PTSD and wanting to reconnect with herself, Pilates is something Roach uses for its mental and physical health benefits.
It did a lot for me physically with some of the physical pain I had been experiencing. Definitely improved my mental health, and spiritually everything just started to connect because Pilates literally is the coordination of mind, body, and spirit.
And these principles aren't something Roach incorporates solely into her own life, but she does so for her 13-year-old daughter as well.
This whole thing is about balance and stuff. That's probably one of the more important things in our family.
For those that were practicing Pilates before its recent surge in recognition, some welcomed those intrigued by the unique practice with open arms. Others, not so much.
You would never walk into Bottega and be like, where's the diversity? Where's the accessibility? Babe, there is no accessibility. This is Bottega, okay? I want you to think the same way about Pilates. And I know a lot of us who've just gotten into this, or maybe we're new instructors, we haven't been trained. Pilates is a legacy, okay?
But for Roach, she disregards people who think that way and believes Pilates should be an accessible and welcoming environment for far more than one type of person.
I gave a variety of options so that people won't feel like this is only for the elite, because at one time it was, and I don't want it to be like that. I want people from all cultures, from all walks of life, all races, all genders, all ages, even my seniors, because I love on them to death.
So whether you're looking to tone, gain flexibility, or just want to try a new workout, there's a spot for you at the Pilates Experience. For Tiger TV, I'm Morgan Charles.
So next time you're looking for a workout that does it all, the Reformer might just be where you want to find it. Coming up, another trend that is quickly making its way through the mainstream and into your gut.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love. Love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our everyday.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
You need some help?
Your toe chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
And now, a Tiger Sports Update.
Happy homecoming. It's the best time of the fall semester, as not only do we get to crown a new LSU king and queen, we also get to reminisce on the good times. I'm Devin Whitson with your LSU Sports Update. Now before we get into homecoming festivities, Angel Reese has once again made headlines. Reese has become the first professional athlete to walk for Victoria's Secret. The Bayou Barbie is set to make the runway on October 15, live on Victoria's Secret, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Now, when it comes to homecoming, it's been more than ideal for the Tigers. LSU holds an all-time homecoming record of 69 wins, 25 losses, and 3 ties, and they are currently on a 7-game winning streak. Now, the last time the Tigers lost, well, look no further back than to 2017, where the Tigers suffered a shock loss to Troy 24-21. The Tigers hope that a repeat of 2017 doesn't happen again. Now, after Saturday night's contest on the gridiron, we're taking a look at LSU volleyball's team as in their hopes to continue to shot the conference once more with arguably the team's biggest challenge of the season yet against number 3 Kentucky. Now, after a 3-2 upset victory over Florida, the Tigers hope to continue their success in conference play back home at the PMAC. Now, before that, though, LSU will travel to Tuscaloosa to take on the Crimson Tide on Friday night to look to pick up their 3rd win in conference play. Now, ending off this week, we have some good news for fans of the Diamond, as fall ball has returned to Alec Box. Now, one notable story that's appeared for the national champions is a change of scenery for freshman All-American Derek Coryell, who will be making a move out to center field ahead of the new season, with Chris Stanfield making the shift over to left as LSU looks to defend their national championship. Well, that's all the time I have for your sports update. As coming up, an old game has made its way onto college campuses. How its ease of uses is affecting students and their pockets.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our every day.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
You need some help?
Your toe chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back. So Charlie, with all this hot weather, it really has me wanting a nice ice-cold soda.
Most definitely. And now there are even healthier options. Since 2023, prebiotic soda brands like Poppy and Olipop have risen in sales by about 75%. These drinks are known for their claims to improve gut health and have fewer calories than other sodas. However, with some cans costing up to $3, some are thinking twice. For dietetic students like Lauren Gillio, it's not always easy to justify this splurge. Gillio gives us her thoughts on the bubbly debate.
If that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for something that's like lower in calories, they're not always lower in sugar. I mean, lower than sugar than most sodas, but they're not always low sugar, which a lot of people don't know that. I would say it just depends on the buyer. But for me, no, it's not worth it.
No matter the price, these drinks are making a name for themselves on both the health scene and the soda aisle. Well, Cooper, game day is right around the corner, and I cannot be more excited for homecoming, but I've heard that students have found a new activity.
That's right. Students have been adding another activity to their game day agenda. Now, sports betting apps have more attention than ever from students. These apps have been changing the game in online betting with aggressive marketing and ease. Senior marketing instructor Tommy Karam puts his bets in.
They've presented it in such an attractive, enthusiastic way that it's created a lifestyle that when you're getting ready for homecoming or you're playing sports or you're just out there, it's so exciting the way that they are marketing it that it's become this billion-dollar industry.
If you or someone you know is struggling with gambling addiction, call the national hotline at 1-800-522-4700. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight's Newsbeat.
And to stay up to date on LSU news and sports, be sure to follow all of our socials at LSU Tiger TV.
And tune into our shows every Monday through Thursday, live at 5. Until next time, I'm Cooper Dick.
And I'm Charlie Thomas. Have a great night.